Some of you guys are probably wondering at this point, because a bunch of you guys started to message me as it was revealed, because it was very, very, very obvious, and you'll be able to tell what's obvious here in a minute, but what the fuck is going on in the Broward County Sheriff's Office? I want to know why it is that Scott Israel, the dude with the stars on his collar, the man in charge of BSO, gone on national television, okay, very recently. I want to know why he got on national television and threw the one guy that was there, according to what he was saying, under the bus for not going in, when there were 4. There were 4 deputies there, not the one. Dude, no other media sources covered this at first, and at first just one guy was getting thrown under the bus. And were it not for Coral Springs, of all police departments, a police department that has been involved in fucking nothing their entire existence, these people showed up on the scene and then filed a formal complaint. Because when they arrived, it wasn't just the one fucking guy cowering behind a car. It was 4. And this is so unhideable that even CNN reported this. Holy shit. What the fuck is going on? I want to know. Like, I'm so infuriated at this, it's not even funny. Because look at, I grew up in Broward County. Okay? I've been to a bajillion fucking shoots at Markham Park and a lot of different matches. You know, and a lot of times BSO guys are there. I know that your department isn't utterly littered with cowards. I've seen it. I've seen them personally. So you, the man in charge, for now, I want to know what you know. Because shit like this does not go anywhere but straight to the top right when it happens. Then there's no fucking way that 4 guys didn't report a goddamn thing. There's no fucking way. Worse than that, your deputies specifically trained for this kind of shit. You had 4 people, okay? You had 4 guys. You need 2 to clear buildings and have a good positive flow, and 2 on 1 sounds like good odds. But it was 4 on 1. I want to know what the fuck is going on. Because when these 3 dudes showed up and that one guy was a senior dude there and he decided to be an ultra coward and say some really stupid shit that sounded official and hold everybody there while the gunshots were still going on. You know, I've worked for the government for almost 10 years now. I've seen stupid shit happen because of the result of one guy that's been in forever and has been an incompetent fool his entire career. Okay? I want to know what your orders were. I want to know what the next guy in the chain of command's orders were. And you need to publish this shit immediately. Here's something else that's kind of fucking crazy. Okay? You got this formal complaint from Coral Springs on the 15th. So, how is it that you didn't know about it? Let's say that you were ignorant of the fact that there were 3 other guys there, as unlikely as that fucking is. Let's say that you were ignorant of 3 other people there, You got this formal complaint from Coral Springs saying that when they showed up, your 4 people were there and weren't doing shit, so they took over. You got this complaint on the 15th, and then after that, you proceeded to go on national television and bitch at an NRA rep, sitting there trying to say that it's people like her, it's people like the NRA, it's people like me that support the Second Amendment in the way that I do. It's our fault for the prevalence of the AR-15. It's my fault? It's their fault? No, motherfucker, this is a sociopathic trait. You are in command. Those 4 people, they're under you. Whatever ultimately happens is your goddamn fault. And I tell you what, trying to pawn it off on other people isn't going to fucking work. Because we know now. So, in that hour-long bullshit fest, where people are sitting there just bitching at the NRA, you people like you, Scott, that support left-wing politics and shit like that, you got exactly what you wanted in this scenario. Gun-free zone, no additional guns going in to cause something like the OK Corral, where just people are trading bullets and innocent people are getting hit in the crossfire. You got exactly what you wanted. And the result was an unadulterated slaughter of innocent people. You know, I really don't blame the teenagers for being pissed off and protesting something, the first thing that came to their mind. They're impulsive. They really don't know better, but I don't blame them for being pissed off. I don't. Not at all. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about, but they're recognizably angry. And people in the surrounding area in that county are also recognizably angry, and understandably so, because they chanted over and over, it could have been our school. Yeah. With a department like yours? Absolutely. Because there ain't shit that your guys were going to do about it. Were they? Now, this is all speculation here. But when you sit there and go on national television and try to drag down just one out of the 4 dudes that were there, oh man, that fucking reeks cover-up. That reeks cover-up. Because when shit like that happens, and I've experienced this kind of crap in the Army before, when shit like that happens, it means that someone ranking above these people didn't want to be embarrassed by something like an OK Corral and probably gave these dudes orders to hold where they were at before an additional response of people specifically trained, like your SRT guys, to show up. Now, this is all speculation, but having worked for the government for almost 10 years now, I'm leaning really hard on that shit. Because you've said nothing about it. You've accepted zero responsibility for the incompetence of your people. Not even something close to on my fucking bad. So, people on the left, you want me, and I'll paraphrase what fucking Ben Shapiro said about this shit. You want me to hand over my firearms to you and put people like that in charge of my safety? You can fuck right off. Ben Shapiro had to hold that last part in real hard because he was gonna say it, but I will right here. You people can fuck right off. You know, it's fucking crazy to me. It's absolutely insane to me. I guess until additional details come out, that's all we really have. You know, and what I can say right now is that as a citizen of the United States and as someone that probably favors a little bit of accountability here and there, I invite you guys to get on your fucking Google machines, find Broward County Sheriff's Office, get their contact information, and blast them, demanding the release of information related to this event, and also demanding that Sheriff Scott Israel be fired for his incompetence at command, because somehow he's trying to make this not his fault, but he's in charge. It's your goddamn fault. Additionally, the 3 other guys, don't force a resignation. No, fire those fucking people and replace them all. Put someone in there that'll actually do his fucking job. That's all I really got. I'm so friggin' disgusted, it's not even funny. But, oh well. I'm gonna do my part. It's time for you to do yours.